Next News, breaking news.
Anti-ICE radicals are blocking federal agents at a New Jersey detention facility surrounding exits and interfering with operation. DHS just declared these actions felonies and vowed that law and order will be restored. Protesters covering their faces while accusing agents of the very tactics they use themselves. Local police ignoring calls for backup. This is not a peaceful demonstration. It's direct resistance to lawful enforcement on American soil. The question is how far this defiance will spread before the administration draws a hard line. You see, the republic depends on uniform enforcement of federal law. When sanctuary policies encourage local authorities to ignore federal officers, immigration control collapses and criminals gain safe havens. These Newark confrontations show activists trying to dictate where ICE can operate and who can be detained. If federal agents must negotiate with mobs to leave facilities or check vehicles, sovereignty erodes. The Trump administration is responding with expanded interior enforcement, including airports. So this battle tests whether elected leaders or street radicals control the border and the interior. Every American who values secure communities has a direct stake in the outcome here. And while federal authority faces street-level tests, America's mineral independence remains vital to long-term national security. This breaking news on America's critical mineral supply chain. The SAGA metal story just got stronger. Less than 48 hours ago, SAGA released new information suggesting its radar project may be sitting on one of the largest titanium and vanadium mines in the planet. SAGA trades as SAGMF in the U.S. and SAGA in Canada. Now, to understand the scale, compare radar to China's Panxinhua deposit. That's a state-linked system that's valued in the multi-billion-dollar range. It's also responsible for over 40% of global vanadium. So check out the in-depth interview with the CEO I did on this topic just last weekend, and check the exclusive briefing that's linked below, but it's only for Next News viewers. Domestic titanium and vanadium production strengthens the supply chain that supports defense, infrastructure, and manufacturing under the current administration. And this kind of resource security pairs with strong border enforcement to protect the homeland. So the fight is moving into transportation hubs now. Tom Homan confirming that ICE will check identification before passengers even reach TSA screening. That's starting tomorrow. And that shift turns airports into another enforcement layer and frees agents for high-value screening work. This message is unmistakable. No gaps will remain for those in the country illegally. So we have this just in the Department of Homeland Security, posting that these rioters have obstructed law enforcement operations, a felony and a crime. Local police refuse to answer calls to help our law enforcement. We will not allow violent rioters to slow ICE down. Law and order will be restored. Let's take a look at this hit here from Fox.
Adam, she's live right now outside Delaney Hall in Newark, New Jersey, where those protesters there, Lexus, have been facing off with some of the ICE agents. What's happening?
That's right. Well, it has been going on for a few days, and then it happened again this morning, and it's happening again throughout the afternoon. So we're just going to move in on a little bit and show you what's going on out here. You can see that they've got the protesters that are sitting here, and I thought it was important to point out a lot of them actually had their faces kind of covered, but the big deal here, right, in New Jersey is that these people don't think ICE agents should be able to cover their faces. So that's one thing. But they're facing off with these ICE officers who are trying to do their job, Sandra, because they believe that this detention facility here, Delaney Hall in Newark, New Jersey, should be shut down. They say it's because the migrants inside of the facility are not being treated right. So that's why they're out here. That's why they're positioned here with their goggles on, ready to be tear gassed or pepper sprayed, they say, if possible. So pointing it out, obviously we covered what happened on the ground in Minneapolis. We covered that in Minnesota. We covered a little bit of what happened in Broadview, Illinois, outside of Chicago. That's a more similar setup to what happened here. So they have not as big a crowds, but the people do come prepared. And one of the other things, Sandra, that was important to point out on video that we saw yesterday on social media was they kind of stop all these cars that are coming and going, and the protesters are trying to act as security in those videos, asking them who's in the car, and then they decide if they're going to let you through or not. And then here you can see some media, but they are blocking the roadway, and this backs up a huge road that's right off the highway, so it really could cause a lot of problems here. So we'll keep an eye on it. But the governor of New Jersey was out here celebrating Memorial Day by demanding that the migrant criminals inside be released because she says they're on a hunger strike. So we'll keep an eye on it, Sandra.
Yeah, they claim that they're being mistreated inside. But we know ICE treats them all equally. DHS calling out the obstruction and local cops refusing to help in Newark. But Tom Homan has a different message, tightening the net at airports, issuing a major warning as ICE prepares to deploy to airports starting tomorrow. ICE can check identification before people even enter the screening area. This means enforcement could begin before TSA checkpoints. Let's take a look at what Tom Homan is saying here.
ICE can check identification before people enter the screening area, right? And we're trying to release TSA resources to get to positions that they really need expertise in, like the X-ray screening. So we're going to be a force multiplier.
Of course, that was during the time when the shutdown was in force. And now federal agents on the ground in Newark pushing the crowd back from Delaney Hall. This is Brendan Gutenschwager, BG on the scene. Another great follow on X. Federal agents pushing back. Take a look at some of this footage here.
How does it feel? Oh, we're going to white man, man! Oh, you're so bad!
You feel great? That's why you paid for cooking, bitch.
Oh, not the video of whose hands were on me! I know the best lawyers! Anyone get the video?
I have to commend those ICE agents for their incredible amount of restraint. So there's another account showing DHS letting radicals search vehicles leaving the site instead of holding the line. Anti-ICE radicals winning in Newark as DHS rolls over and left to search every vehicle leaving the facility.
Lock arms. Somebody needs to record. I need to record in case there's violence. We're not moving. Yep, it's empty.
Wait.
We'll let them out as long as we can make sure. We want to see. Please, let's see. It's good, it's good, it's good. Okay,
right.
make sure to let him go.
Come on, go.
Okay.
Oh,
let me hold on. You're good, you're good.
Empty.
You guys are the deal. You're amazing. You're amazing. Thank you. Thank you.
Good. Get out. You're good.
Literally checking vehicles.
Okay, let him in.
Their own barricade. TDS.
They always hide in their face. You ashamed, but people can find out your information by your license plate. Ambulance ain't gonna take a bunch of detainees with that.
We gotta take them, guys.
All right. Till next time. 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 Good game. Good game.
Are you bringing them from the hospital back to here?
No.
Where?
They have to get the officers that's there watching them. Fuck no.
So, the confrontation is no longer about policy details. It's a direct test of whether federal law will be enforced uniformly across the country. DHS has labeled the Newark actions obstruction and warned that local refusal to assist will not be tolerated. With airport checks added, the administration is closing every loophole. Radicals who thought they could physically slow deportations are now facing a coordinated federal response that prioritizes American citizens and legal order. So the Trump administration is restoring the principle that federal law applies everywhere, not just at the border. These protests expose just how far that some will go to protect illegal presence at the expense of citizens. Law and order must prevail. So share this report, comment below with your thoughts, and subscribe for updates. The question here now, should ICE continue checking IDs at airports? That's a conversation we want to have with you. And make sure you text the words raw feed, like the thousands of patriots before you, to the number 844-840-4963. That's the number on the screen. That's how we bypass the algorithm, get direct notifications sent to your phone. And make sure you check out the next news merch shelf below this video. Celebrate America 250 with us, because America First means enforcing the law without apology.
The system controls information. Information control is power. I don't want you to see this. The truth only survives together. They don't want this shared. Share this now.